Hey everyone, Rob from Southgate Media Group here. Before we get started with this podcast, we have a quick message. If this is your first time checking out the show, we love that you found us and we really hope you enjoy it. What we have to say is for the subscribers. If you enjoy our shows, would you please donate to help keep these going? We don't want to have to put traditional ads on these shows, but this does cost money. So we really do rely heavily on donations. To make a donation to the show, please go to our website, www.southgatemediagroup.com. Go to the page for the show, and in the upper right-hand corner is a donate button. It takes you right to PayPal, and you can donate whatever amount you want. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. And now, on with the show.
You guys are all part of a live podcast that we put on iTunes and everything else. It's called Live at the Blue Box. So if you want to relive the night, there you go. So the premise of this show is pretty obvious. We're sharing our geek culture with kids. And it actually goes vice versa. We get informed on some things, even though it's pretty tough to catch geek stuff that Lil and I don't know. We're into almost everything.
That is true. That is true.
Kind of sad and true. But tonight we're gonna change the focus a little bit. In the past, we've done things like we've talked about My Little Pony, we've talked about Spider-Man and Deadpool and stuff. But tonight, I want to talk about something that I think you two are going to have more information about. I want to talk about Greek mythology.
Yay!
Because when we're talking about geeking and getting lethargic, when we're talking about getting into geek stuff, Greek mythology is one of those really great gateways. I mean, when you think about it, it's like superhero culture and all that stuff is kind of based on that, or at least it tweaks the same thing. As one of our podcasters calls it, it's tweaking your geek when you read about Greek mythology. Kind of weird, huh? So Molly and Edward...
Is that what you call your geek?
Yes. Molly and Edward both are into Greek mythology, but what... Oh, you know what? We should introduce ourselves. So this is Geek My Kid. I'm Rob Southgate. Let's go with the old guys first.
I'm a little Kanitsa.
And then the young guys.
I'm Edward Lee.
Molly Southgate.
Yes. They're the kids in Geek My Kids tonight. So you're not my kid. You're not a Lil's kid, but you're a kid.
Yeah, you're a kid.
Yeah, go with
A
that.
kid, not my kid.
Yeah,
I'm not that old to have a kid his age.
I did not trust the man
Sadly,
in the big
I
white
am,
van.
but I don't have one that age. So you guys are into Greek mythology, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what was the gateway for you? What got you into it?
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson. Okay, now was it the books, the movies?
Books.
Okay, well, that was an easy one.
Movies
So-
can die. Just kill off the movies.
So
I
you
like
didn't.
the movies.
Yeah, Edward, you didn't like the movies, but Molly, you did.
Yeah.
So, did you see the movies, Lil?
No, I have never seen Percy Jackson.
Do you know anything about it?
I do. I know some of the actors that are in it, and I've seen bits and pieces on TV. I think ABC Family runs the first one.
Okay.
It's a movie that didn't catch my eye. I always looked at it as the poor man's Harry Potter.
Poor man's Harry Potter. Now,
That's true.
you'd say that about the movies. What about the books?
I would say it is the newer version of Harry Potter. Not the poor man's version, just the newer version.
The newer version. Now,
Yeah.
has anybody else out here read the Percy Jackson books? There's one. Anyone see the movies? Got a few that have seen the movie? Okay. Do you find it to be the poor man's Harry Potter?
No.
Oh, the movies, yes.
Do you guys like the movie? Let's start there. Do you guys like the movie since you've seen the movies?
We got a couple nods.
Couple of nods. So it's not like Harry Potter. Like if we started talking Harry Potter, it would be like, oh yeah, Harry Potter's awesome.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I mean, right? Or is it just me? Because I love Harry Potter.
I love Harry Potter. It's not just you.
It's not just.
What are you shaking your head for? What
Edward,
are
you
talking
don't
about?
like Harry Potter?
is awesome.
Nope.
Do you not like the
What?
books, the movies, or any of it?
The books. Cannot get into the books. Too boring.
Boring.
Aw.
Boring. That's boring. I would love to know what's exciting.
Expendables.
Expendables. The book? Can you imagine if there was a book for the Expendables? That would just be amazing writing, I'm sure.
You couldn't even understand half of it because Stallone's character would be mumbling the whole time.
Right, it's just like
Rah,
mumbles.
rah, rah, Adrian. Rah, rah, rah.
That's the audiobook for the Expendables. How awesome would that be? Make that happen. The Expendables audiobook, read by Stallone.
I would listen.
That would be awesome.
Him
I would
changing his
listen
voice.
because I listen to audiobooks.
You would listen. No, you wouldn't. Not to that. You're
no.
not listening
No.
to the Expendables. That's not for you.
I thought you watched that in
Well, I
front
did,
of
but
me.
you're not watching it.
You watched that with Art, with Mom, with your niece. Well, I played.
Don't bust me out on something here.
You
So-
watched that in front of me.
So,
That's
okay,
all right.
I want to tell you something horrible. It's not really horrible. But speaking of geeking your kid, when we came back from the hospital with her when she was born, Martha, my wife, had to go upstairs and go to sleep. Anyone who's had a kid knows that's what you have to do. So I went and I took Molly and I held her downstairs, and she was a little baby, and I watched Kill Bill with the sound off. It was Pulp Fiction. I got it wrong. So we watched Pulp Fiction. It was her first movie, even though it wasn't, because she was a baby, and I wouldn't do that. But technically,
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. You did do that.
well, don't bust me out.
See, what I
already
did is because
I'm allowed.
the nursery, birthing rooms, whatever, have DVD players in them. I brought the original Star Wars trilogy and the first Spider-Man movie, and when I would hold the baby,
Oh, I love that
I would
one.
watch those movies because that's the first movies I wanted to expose my kids to.
Very
no matter what
nice.
age, a day old, they're gonna watch Spider-Man and Star Wars. That's it.
Well, I'm cooler because mine watched Pulp Fiction. Take that. You know, we brought movies to the hospital too. I don't remember. We had Napoleon Dynamite, and yeah, I know I spilled. Okay, technically I'm spilling all over the table here. Security,
Napkin.
I'm spilling all over the table. Okay, are we talking about Greek mythology?
say-
So,
Yeah.
okay, there's different types of mythology. Edward, you're into mythology.
Yes.
So, do you like? Thank you very much. I'm spilling all over myself up here. I didn't wet myself. I swear to you. Thank you, Chris. Chris from the Blue Box, keeping it clean.
Give him a hand. Give him a hand, everyone.
So, is it just Greek mythology, or are you into like Egyptian and Roman and
Norse, Thor. Come on.
Norse?
Norse
I'll
and
get a bib
Greek,
and a diaper later for me.
Greek and Roman are practically the same. There's few name changes, few differences here and there, but the baseline is the same.
Okay, is Zeus the main guy in both?
Zeus and Jupiter. Jupiter's Roman, Zeus is Greek.
But they're kind of the
But-
same characters.
Jupiter.
In Roman, it's more of war and discipline. In Greek, it's more of just a higher power.
Higher power, okay.
And
So the Percy Jackson books are based on the Greek mythology.
Yes.
in the first season, yes. In the second season, both.
Wait, season?
There is
Second
two,
series of books?
Yes, series.
You're saying season, I'm like, oh,
Oh.
there's seasons of this?
What?
How awesome!
It's a TV show?
Streaming on Netflix.
I know, I'm sitting there thinking, ooh, I gotta power through that. Okay, so the second series, how many series of Percy Jackson books are there?
2.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought there
Hopefully-
was an Egyptian one too.
There
Or is that
is
not Percy
three.
Jackson?
That's.
It's by the same author, and he sometimes does crossovers. Rick Riordan.
Okay. So are you into the Egyptian?
No. Do you talk like an Egyptian?
Okay, so Greek mythology is a great entry point. You've got this hierarchy. You've got essentially what now we would look at as superpowers. Is that what attracts you? Is it the story, or is it that type of character elements that you guys are reacting to?
The stories.
The stories.
Yes, I like not the whole story. I like the individual myths.
Okay, and Alil, are you doing any of this with your kids? Are you introducing them to this stuff, or is it all like Spider-Man in your house?
It's basically all Spider-Man in my house.
Yay.
Okay. Except for I did let my 6-year-old watch Alien.
Alien?
What?
And she wasn't
Hey,
scared.
guess what? I just became Father of the Year because I haven't done that.
She wasn't. We went to Disney World in the great movie ride. The alien pops out of the ceiling, and she wasn't scared of him. So I was
you
like,
thought,
hey, you know what? Let's watch some
she's
Alien.
not scared of an alien at Disney World. Let's go right to Alien.
You know what? She's not scared of it. Huh? No, the first Alien. Come on.
5 years later, that's when therapy
We-
starts.
So, wow, Alil.
No, we're not at the Percy Jackson stage yet. They're
So-
getting into Harry Potter right now.
Okay, so one thing that we've done in our geeking of Molly is
Guess
What is
what?
this? Oh, that's my towel that I got wet. One of the things that we did in the geeking of Molly, that's my new book, The Geeking of Molly, available nowhere, is
Available in his brain.
we started with audiobooks. That's where we started.
Guess
And
what?
she would go through, like, what were the first series you would go through?
Series of unfortunate events. I was like 4.
She was like 4, and she did the entire series of unfortunate
And
events.
guess what they did?
What else did you do?
There was death in it, and I was 4.
What, are you calling me a bad father again?
There was like
Yes.
yes.
You're not, because
said
my
it.
3.5-year-old's favorite movie is Lord of the Rings.
Lil's a bad father showing his kid Alien. Let's be frank here. So
Second,
you also
worst
did all the
father
Harry
ever.
Potter books, which
Yes.
Edward doesn't seem to like. And you know what's funny? We watched the
Guess
Harry
what?
Potter books, or the movies. We went all the way through the series. So at what was it, 6 or 5? At 5,
Like
she had gone through all the Harry Potters.
Like each day we had one Harry Potter movie.
Yes. Yes, we got through all the Harry Potter movies, and she wasn't freaked out about it. She was into it, and we talked the stories. And that's why now I think it's that we did. At 2 years old, we took her to the Museum of
Really?
Science and Industry. Yeah, of course, we walk in. They had Hagrid's hut. You walked into it, was the full set, and it had like the big spider in there, and it had a Death Eater in there, and she's like a little freaked out. And I'm like, no, I just want to stand here and look at this cool stuff a little bit longer. So, Dad of the
Are
Year,
you sure
not
that you
me.
took her for her to
Not
see it, or
you.
for you two to
Guess
see
what
it?
you
It
did?
was for us to see it, but we did have fun, and she enjoyed it.
Wait.
What? Oh, wait.
Guess what you did? My first
I can't even
Percy
guess.
Jackson book was the 5th book. So you started me out not knowing what they were talking about.
Bad dad.
Second worst dad of the year.
I'm
Wait.
the first. I am the first.
Yeah.
Wait, of the
Alien.
At least I didn't expose him on Friday the 13th like my mom did when I was 5.
Wow.
What?
5?
She did. It was an accident.
So we should have her on for Geek My Kids, and she can say how she showed you Friday the 13th.
She has ruined me. So
Now, did she do any horror movies after that point?
After that? Oh, me and her watch horror movies. Yeah, that's all I watched growing up with her.
Wow. Yeah, no, I was just geeked out on stuff like we'd see the James Bond movies, and then,
Yes.
Star Wars obviously came out. What was I? Quick math. I was 9 when Star Wars came out. And, oh, what a glorious time that was. You had Superman, you had Star Wars, you had Enemy Mine eventually, and Last
I
Starfighter.
thought
We
we
get
were
into that
talking
conversation.
about Greek mythology.
We are talking about Greek mythology. So,
Please don't get started on stuff.
I won't. So, okay, Greek mythology. You want to do a few trivia questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I get to
We're going to test you guys on Greek mythology.
I just want to say one thing. One of the questions, I don't know how he got this wrong, but he got it wrong.
I took
That's-
it off of a thing. Okay, what is it? You ask the question, then you give the correct answer.
Which god is credited with the creation of the first living horse?
Which
first
god was
living horse.
credited with the creation of the first living horse?
Poseidon.
Now, these are all Greek mythology.
Poseidon.
Anyone else?
Horsey McHorson. Correct.
Yeah.
Seabiscuit. Who is it?
Yoda.
Suspense is killing me.
It's
My
Poseidon.
answer for everything is
was
Yoda.
right.
It was
Yes.
Poseidon.
But you got Zeus. Yeah, it's
So
Poseidon.
Molly was right.
Correct.
It's Poseidon.
It's
now,
pro-
on the quiz, it said it was Zeus.
I don't know what quiz you got that from, but I
Okay.
can even tell the myth of it.
Did you get more
which
from
everyone
that
will be
quiz?
sleeping
Okay.
Oh no, we have all wrong answers. Sorry, everybody.
Okay, I got this one wrong. Which son of Zeus was the Greek god of wine?
Dionysus.
All right,
Look
Wait,
at that.
what was Dionysus?
Dionysus.
We got
It's
some
not
smart people in the
Bacchus.
audience,
Bacchus
too.
is the Roman one.
No, is he technically the son of Zeus?
I don't know.
Yes, he's
Nobody geeked me. My dad neglected me when I was a child.
He's right in front of you.
He,
Last time you were better, you didn't say it when he was there.
Yeah, no, I'm terrible when he's right in front of me.
he didn't grow up in the godly form.
So okay,
And also,
so he's
he was
not,
born on Zeus's leg, so that kind of messed up his head. Just a little bit. It turned him to a
And then his dad
drunkard.
showed him Alien
See,
it too, and
how
that
is
really
Greek
messed the
mythology
kid up.
not? How is Alien not worse than Greek mythology? It's not. They got people eating babies and all this kind of stuff.
You know what?
Alien, hey,
It
it's an
is
alien. You
true,
know it's bad.
although they're not watching it. There's something different about hearing it and kind of getting exposed
Then
to it.
you
It's-
use your
It's
imagination.
like with the Harry
and
Potter.
go,
When we
then
watched
it
the
becomes
Harry Potter
100
stuff.
times worse when you use your imagination on it.
But is it like, would she have a context for what's going on in that? As like if I read her the story of Alien.
Oh, no, she
Molly,
would- no.
for Christmas this year, we're going to read the story of Alien. Come sit on my lap while I read. Some families do the night before Christmas. We do Alien.
The
we
audio
do
book
not.
as read by Sam Jackson.
Oh, take my money. That would be awesome.
Sorry, I'm not
Go back.
listening.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tune you out right now.
So, okay. I got this one right. What is the name of Artemis's twin brother?
It starts with an A.
Apollo.
Now, you just know all of these,
All right,
right?
she just
Yeah,
read it
she's
off of there, so she's
Get the
cheating.
answers.
No, I didn't. I just said something random.
So, okay, we've
Was
got
I
some.
right?
You are.
I
We've got
know.
some.
I
We've
can
got some
cheat.
kids in the audience. We're almost done with this episode, by the way. What a train wreck this has been. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Alien,
I
then it
wanna-
turns into
Thank you, thank
Star
you.
Wars.
Oh yeah, no. This is. Wait till we
Then
get to the
Harry
next show. I have
Potter.
such ADD. It's going to be awesome. We've got kids in the audience. Do you guys that are kids? We'll call kids what under 18? We'll call that 18.
I was gonna say, yeah, I have more toys
No,
than
there's
my
a
kids,
different.
so-
That's a man-child. That's another type.
Or
But
a woman child.
do you guys? Are you into Greek mythology at all? Do you know? Do you like read this stuff or a little bit? How about you? So your friends are into it. It's like I
They
always
have
had-
the internet now.
Did you always have those like that one kid that knew like every dinosaur? It's like that's
Oh,
the kid that knows
I know one
every
of
Greek
those.
mythology. All I know for dinosaurs is there's the Tyrannosaurus Rex and there's the
The T-Rex.
Velociraptors that I know because of Jurassic Park. And then lots of big things and cavemen, and they're all not. I know they're not in the same time period. That's what I know. That's what I know.
You're
and now I
crazy.
know there's a big giant
Guess what
fish
I know.
one that eats sharks at an amusement park because of Jurassic World. I
Guess-
can't wait for that movie.
Guess
Which is
what I
actually
know.
a dinosaur.
Guess what I know? You're
What?
crazy.
Okay. So Greek mythology, that's not something. Do they teach that in school now?
Yes, high school.
High school, I learned it in 6th grade.
Yeah, we learned it in 5th.
It's high school for Hampshire. I know
What was that? 6th grade? Okay. So what about the other? Now, Greek mythology, do they teach Roman or Egyptian or any of that other stuff? Or is it really just here's Greek mythology, here's a little basic underlying thing, Mount Olympus, and boom, you're out? Is that what they do? Okay. So in order to get geeked properly, you need to get a book of mythology, and what you'll see.
I have a giant book of mythology that my Nana and Boompa got me.
Yeah,
And
Nana
they're
and Boompa
sitting
coming
right
through with
here.
mythology.
They're sitting right here in
but
front
if
of
you
me.
really want to get into geek culture, and this goes for adults too, it's really worth going back. Like we have a book, not that she's talking about, we have a book of Greek mythology, and a few years ago I went back and I started reading some of the stories, and it's really fascinating. You start seeing the seeds of story and where all this came from. If you listen to Joseph Campbell when he talks about the hero's journey and all that, that's where it's coming from, is from that mythology, the roots of it. So as an adult, if you're looking like, hey, geek culture is big, you want to get a little deeper into it, pick up a book on Greek mythology. And then go a little deeper. find out about Roman, which I obviously don't know about. Egyptian, I've read a little bit about, and it's really interesting. It teaches you something. Edward's like, no, I didn't really like the movie of Egyptian mythology. And do you like my impression of you?
No.
I would say if you want to geek
as long
out,
as
watch
I'm-
Clash of the Titans 1981.
All right, let's talk Clash of the Titans. Not the remake, but the original.
And watch Lou Ferrigno as Hercules, because he's the real Hercules. Forget
Yes.
The Rock.
Yes.
That movie was terrible.
Yes.
Sorry.
Have you guys seen Clash of the Titans?
I've seen the
You
remake.
have not.
No.
I've seen the remake, and it was bad.
remake.
The remake was terrible, and then they did the second one,
Which was bad.
Less Clashing of Less Titans or something. It was called.
It was Clash of Gods / Perseus.
Yeah,
There's
PU.
nothing throughout the whole movie
the-
except for walk around.
The original one, Harry Hamlin. Burgess Meredith is in it. Rah, rah. Yeah, Perseus. Oh, I love it. That was a terrible impression, by the way. Yeah, that was great. Remember they had that weird owl, that mechanical owl? Now, that's from Greek mythology, isn't it? Wasn't there like a mechanical owl or a mechanical bird?
No.
I think so.
Could be. There's thousands of myths,
It
but
was
I
in-
don't doubt it.
My Clash of the Titans pop-up book, so therefore it's real.
You had a Clash of the Titans pop.
I had the Viewmaster version.
Did you have the Viewmaster version? That's awesome. Alil's family didn't read, so.
No, we don't read.
And then his mom got him the Viewmaster of Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street Viewmasters, and I'm like, Viewmaster.
And then when he got into high school, she got him that thing that projects on the wall. Remember those things you put the little disc in? And it's like, this was a dumb toy. The Showmaster. I think that's going to be my new nickname. The Showmaster.
No. That's
No.
worse than the Flash.
My nickname's not the Flash.
Yeah,
Don't get me
it
in
is the
trouble here.
Flash.
I'd be Spider-Man.
I think he's calling you a flasher.
Yep.
Oh, great. Security.
Security.
Calling it on myself. All right. What was that? Flash versus Arrow on Tuesday. Yes.
Yes.
It'll be amazing.
That's how we're going to geek our kid. Flash versus Arrow.
December 2nd.
Yes. That is going to be another show that we're going to do. The Geektastic Cage Match. Flash versus Arrow coming up. Is that it, you guys? Did we
Guess
talk
what
enough
else is
about this? Because I don't know if this made sense to
I
anybody.
don't,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I think this is enough.
That was enough. All right. Thanks for listening to Geek My Kids. Wait, we've got one more thing. Yes, do it. Here's a mic.
I'm really so bad now.
All right, pop quiz. What is the goddess of the hunt?
Artemis.
Which one?
Good job.
Which one? There's two.
She was right.
There's Apollo and Artemis. They're the twins of the hunt.
Goddess. Goddess.
Say God.
It's a lady. It's a lady, my friend.
Man.
All right, which one was stolen and taken down into the underworld?
Wait, what?
Persephone.
Got it.
Stolen by Hades.
I didn't hear it.
Daughter of.
How is
Persephone?
that not worse?
Wasn't it Persephone?
I can't remember.
I
So
thought
it's
it
gonna
was Persephone. I think it's Persephone.
I can't remember.
Demeter.
Demeter, yes.
I thought.
Goddess of wheat, who likes
All
cereal.
right. Let's see. Who was in charge of taking the souls down to the river Styx?
Hermes.
I forget his
You're right.
name.
You're
Okay.
right. You got
Good,
it.
I got that one.
Hermes.
All right.
Yep.
I was going to say it was Dennis DeYoung. Sticks joke.
Goddess of wisdom.
I know this
Oh,
one.
that's
Do you?
easy. Athena.
Good job. See, they got this.
I have a better one. I bet you don't. Who is the mother of Athena and what happened to her?
I don't know the mother, but I know what happened to her.
What?
Zeus ate her.
How? How?
I don't know how. I just know he ate her.
You'd be surprised how much they know.
That is awesome. Wait, so
They-
Zeus ate the mother?
Not that
No.
bad.
Why am I not watching
When
this?
when Athena's mother was pregnant, they both. I don't know how because one was mortal. They both transformed into birds. Zeus ate her, and somehow the mother lived on inside Zeus's brain. So
It gave birth. Isn't that
Yeah.
where it gave birth?
Oh, she was a goddess, and she turned
You
into,
say
like,
I read a bunch of crap. This is amazing.
You gotta read Greek mythology.
This is amazing.
it is. It's really good.
She was inside of his brain, and she turned
Sprouted out.
Yeah, no.
He had a headache, and,
And then,
Hephaestus took a.
Oh,
hang-
yeah, a giant hammer and bong.
It was empty because it was Zeus.
What was empty? His head?
Yeah. Zeus, he's dumb.
It's a joke.
I'm done. I'm done.
He's not smart.
Go continue talking about, I don't know what it is.
Last Starfighter.
Yeah,
That's what we talk about
Starfighter.
a lot.
Star Wars and all that other stuff.
We talk about that. Did anyone see the? Oh, we'll talk about that in the next segment. All right, let's end this thing. Excellent quiz. Thank you. These guys are amazing. All right, thank you, everybody. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if it's an actual show or not, but thank you for listening.
I don't think it's listenable.
If they weren't geeked, I think we were.
Yes,
And I think
always.
everyone here might have been geeked a little bit on that. So thank you so.
Or creeped.
Or creeped, yes. Yes.
Creeped
Spend a little more
and
time with Lil and me, and you'll find out how creeped you can be. So that's it. Thanks again for listening, everybody. This has been live at the Blue Box, the Geek My Kids edition, and brought to you by the Martini Room with the Black Martini this weekend. So thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.